Hello, welcome. We welcome you to Dreams Business Resources and taking a few minutes to look at our company overview and this powerful video presentation that you're going to see right now. And I promise it'll be well worth your time. What we do at Dreams Business Resources is we help our community by helping local businesses and businesses in our city, our county, our state, and our country to stay efficient, stay effective, stay profitable, save, take advantage of tax credits and quit overpaying on so many different services and premiums that they're spending money on. What you're looking at right here on this slide is a portfolio of B2B or business to business products that is second to nothing that exists out there in the industry. And the overwhelming majority of these products that you're looking at pay 100% renewals for the life of the contract. And a contract can go on hundreds of years, depending on how long the company goes on. And they have incredible persistency on group sales. So instead of selling one person at a time and getting paid once, you can sell 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 at a time and get paid for the life of the contract, which could be 10, 20, 50, or 200 times better. And you can pass it on to your great great grandchildren. And so we're going to dive right in. Let's look at this quote at the bottom. And I want you to imagine I'm talking to a local business owner. Would you be opposed to a complimentary 15-minute dream score analysis where we'll teach you how to discover hidden profit, create tax savings through tax credits and payroll tax savings, funding opportunities in case you need working capital up to $2 million, growth potential in one complimentary AI-powered report? Would you be opposed to that? No. And that's what we do for so many families out there, or so many businesses, I should say, where we can help them. And when you're buying from a small business, you're not helping a CEO buy their third holiday home. You're helping a little girl get dance lessons, a little boy get a team jersey, and moms and dads putting food on the table. And so that's why you join your local chamber of commerce, because you're making an impact in your community. And we teach you to do that and really get out there and help these wonderful entrepreneurs take advantage of the tools and the concepts that we can teach them and educate them on to really win in business. Now, 95% of the people in America are making linear income, and 95% of people don't even know what that means. Okay, but let me explain to you what linear income is. It's one-time pay. It's if you stop working, do you still get paid? The answer is we do, but that's because we have 100% compounding renewal income for the life of the contract. But the majority of Americans, actually worldwide, are on one-time pay. And they're doing one person at a time to boot. And so a small elite 5% of people are earning 100% residual income. And so what we want to do is teach people how to get off what I would call the invisible hamster wheel of one-time pay. It's very difficult to retire. The overwhelming majority of Americans will never retire comfortably. There's a Walmart job waiting for them to, smile and greet everybody coming in. We want a different retirement, a different future. And so we teach you how to build that back-end residual income. Only 1 to 3 out of 1,000 Americans has a passive 8,000 a month or 100,000 a year income. Now, what really makes this stand out? We have this video, renewalsforlife.com, and 100% renewals on group sales. You refer only. There's no sales. You don't sell. You don't overcome objections. You don't do enrollments. You don't administer or provide support. All of that's done for you. You're simply a professional referral agent, and you refer to experts who do all the other pieces. You get paid monthly or annually for the life of the contract. Compounding income, no out-of-pocket cost to business owners to do business with us. No out-of-pocket cost to work with us either. No license required. There's no selling. There's no pitching. And our team does the heavy lifting. You simply refer to experts. Now, we do have some products that do require license, and that just adds on to the potential income you can earn, but you don't have to do that. And so this opportunity is second to nothing I've seen out there. Now, we have this incredible Dream Score report, and this is a 15 to 18 page full color analysis that points out the different areas where we can help them with debt, asset optimization, retirement, tax credits or their money, expense reduction. That's a big one because people are getting overcharged, and security and protection. And so with this program, we help with hidden tax credits, payroll tax savings, group health overpayments, business funding, AI growth opportunities, expense reduction, energy savings, protection gaps, and much, much more. These are 10 products that pay 100% renewals for the life of the contract, like an oil well. There's a big difference between, say, a gold mine and an oil well, because the oil well can pump oil literally for decades, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Having a passive residual 100% renewal income is earth-shattering better than getting paid once on one person at a time. Getting paid for the life of a contract on 1,000 or 100 or 50 people at times, much smarter. So these are the key products, but I'm going to go through them individually to give you the bigger picture. Tax credits, R&D, research and development tax credits, an incredible opportunity, a recurring tax credit the business owner gets year after year after year. We're looking at an average of over 300,000, but they can go back 3 years and amend the prior 3 years. And because of the big, beautiful bill, they can get 100% of all 4 years all at once. It's 20 times better because of the big, beautiful bill. Now, it's any new or improved product, process, formula, invention, software, or technique. We're talking every winery, every brewery, every distillery, every software, construction, architecture, every farm out there in America, and so much more. We produce a 30 to 60 page study. We work with their accountant and help them file this and get the money that they deserve back from the government. The overwhelming majority of the money never gets claimed every year because businesses are missing out because they don't understand it. Now, we also can do the FICA tip tax credits because businesses, the majority of them have overpaid on FICA taxes because people are now tipping on a credit card and their payroll company made them pay FICA taxes on tips that they shouldn't have paid. We can help them get that back. They show that that's over $100,000 for an average restaurant, with some, tipped employees. Now, we also do TrueMark Health, which is preventative healthcare plans that create payroll tax savings and fully insured, the only one approved in all 50 states. It has better benefits, higher savings per employee, has the lowest fees on the market, and it's the only one approved by the Department of Insurance in all 50 states. We have group health insurance as well, and we can really get out there and show companies how to create a $600 to $900 savings per employee, zero cost benefits to the employees where they're looking at an extra $1,000 to $1,200 a year in their take-home pay, fully insured, nationwide approval, custom evaluations, no cost, no obligation, and they get a suite of benefits like $1,000 a day if they're in the hospital, 1,100 drugs with no copay, and for the whole family, telemedicine, virtual veterinary care, Zig Ziglar coaching, and so much more. All of that with an extra $100 a month in their paycheck. The biggest objection we find is this sounds too good to be true. Who is paying for it? And the federal government basically, they amended the Affordable Care Act in 2014 to allow employers to offer financial incentives to employees who participate in preventative healthcare plans like the Quantum Plan. And it shows an employee's paycheck actually increasing with the benefits from $33.13 to $34.09 because they get a tax-free claim payment against the premium. And even though there's a difference, the tax savings that they exceeds the cost of the plan. So their take-home pay in this example went up $96 a month. But the big winner is the employer. 100 employees, he's looking at saving, or she, the owner of the company, is $7,975 a month net in their pocket. $95,000 a year. It also increases the value of the business. They call that the EBITDA. Okay, and there's $114 a month savings. There's a $35 admin fee, the lowest in the industry, and they're netting $79.75 monthly per employer, $50 to $75 a month. They're saving per employee per month. We can also look at their health insurance. The health insurance market itself is rigged. They're overcharging everyone. It's the largest industry in the world, 1.5 trillion last year, and they raised their rates more this year than they have in the last 15 years. So 60% of companies are looking at switching their group health insurance. And in a normal year, it's 15 to 20%. That's a huge opportunity. We can help there. You have to have a health insurance license. We do technology. We have over 220 technology products, all cloud, telecom, and tech services through our partnership at Dreams Technology and Sandler Partners. And we can really help businesses who are overpaying 10 to 40% or more on technology and combine it into one simple 1-800 number. We have AI optimization. Google just made the biggest change, first change, major change they've made in 25 years. And now Google acts like a large language model, or like ChatGPT, Claude, Manus, Grok, Gemini. And we can help them get found on large language models now. So every company has to adapt. We have an incredible service that's been doing this for 2 years, and we can help the company stay relevant so people find them when they're looking for them. We can fund up to $2 million with no collateral and a 500 plus FICO score. Literally, working capital loans. Banks are great, but 90% of the time they say no to small business owners. So when they say no, we can usually say yes and provide them the funding that they need to grow their business, whether they're in a pinch or have an incredible opportunity. We represent 20 of the top banks in the country. We have a group IUL program, which is payroll deducted. They can put it side by side with a 401k. It's certainly better, in my opinion, than a 401k. But ultimately, because it gives them living benefits, it gives them an index account, gives them the access to their money at any age, and it's portable. So the goal is a group IUL where we're doing 100 at a time, 1,000 at a time, 500 at a time. We can actually take 100 apps in one day. And so it's an incredible opportunity. We have energy, where we can save people on water and their power bill, and solar. Commercial energy is very lucrative. We have a fast start program to teach you every step of the way, step by step, a roadmap to take you from zero to very profitable with passive income. We give you the time, the attention. We do 15 live Zooms a week. They're recorded. You can watch them at your convenience. We have a B2B prospecting training that's second to none out there. We're going to teach you all the different ways to prospect in the business-to-business marketplace, and how to leverage technology like nobody can believe. We're taking the best of AI, the best of CRMs, the best of LinkedIn, Facebook, AI assistants. We put it all together in one program. We're building an AI agent to help run that for you, so your business is fully autonomous. It works literally while you sleep. 4 a.m, it wakes up and starts preparing all your emails, gets the whole thing ready for you. We're going to teach you how to be on the cutting edge. You're not going to get replaced by AI, but you could get replaced, will get replaced by people who are learning to use AI. We teach AI every Friday to anyone who wants to come learn about it. We'll teach you the ins and outs to stay competitive. The good news is it's not too late. You can be ahead of 99% of the people out there, because most people are still just using it like a fancy search engine, okay? And we can teach you how to really get this to work for you. This is the entire Dreams ecosystem, and it's really unlike anything I've ever experienced, right? What we put together as far as the technology stack and the product portfolio and the training and the support, nothing out there exists like this. Finally, the money. This is an oil well. If you win the lottery, you get $140,000 a year if you win it on the first spin after federal taxes. So you got to move to a tax-free state, by the way. $140,000 a year is a lot winning lottery ticket. And that's not splitting it with anyone except the federal government. You can get $140,000 a year here working with us with 900 employees on one product, the Quantum Plan. 900 employees. That could take you 1 year, one company, or 3 years, or 5 years, doesn't matter. That's a winning lottery ticket, passive income of $140,000 a year. We can show you how to do that. Now, here's the 900 people. It just shows you adding it up, $140,000 a year. That's a $2.8 million annuity. If you want to make big money, $1 million a year, that's doable here too. That might, that will take you longer. Let's say 3 to 5 years, maybe 5 to 7. But if you work hard, you get 2,400 employees on a Quantum Plan, and you get 1,200 on group health, and that could be a little more, a little less, because group health varies, but roughly 1,200 on group health, 2,400 on Quantum, and you're looking at roughly $83,333 a month, $1 million a year recurring, passive recurring income. That's a $20 million annuity. By the way, you need to make 40 million to have 20 million left over after taxes in California and New York. And so you guys, this is it, decision time. So we want to help people transition off of the hamster wheel of one-time pay and never retire and work at Walmart as a greeter onto the ladder of success, which involves starting part-time and building up a passive residual book of business on group sales that pays you 100% renewals for the life of the contract, so you can literally build a legacy, 10, 20, 30, 40,000 a month, or are much more that you can pass on for generations to your children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and so on. So thank you very much for taking the time to listen and learn. Get back together with the person who invited you to watch this video. Click on their link. It's complimentary to sign up. There's no cost to enroll, and you get a beautiful back office with 15 landing pages, the training calendar, and we're off to the races. So thanks for joining us today.